But ladies and gentlemen, my name is Koryzma. I stream on Twitch. I say arguably questionable things. And here's a fun fact about me. I hate when my hands and feet are wet. I cannot stand it. The moment they are wet, I immediately am rubbing my hands on some sort of surface to get them dry. I can't do it. This is a podcast-style talk show where we invite new guests each show to give their takes on common people's stories and struggles. The chat has a chance to get their take in as well. Let us know what you think, and we'll get to your takes on the show if we can. Later in the show, we will play a game with our guests, so stick around and enjoy Takes with Koryzma. So tonight, we are honored to have a man who's legally a Ghostbuster, who's on a fitness journey that would make Sam Sulek make Sam Sulek look bad. And he loves everything wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Aaronroots. Welcome in, buddy.
Hello. How are you doing, everybody?
We're doing good, buddy. We're doing good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I just received some bad news right before stream started, and bad news is that Shrek 5 has been delayed 6 months. So
dude, that's got to be for the animation change.
Big bummer.
That could, but I mean, maybe they
got
bullied.
Oh yeah, they fix it. Yeah, oh man, I hope
it, right?
so.
Because that
I
shit.
hope so. That shit looked whack.
It did. It did not look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you're sitting there, and like maybe I'm nostalgic, maybe I'm biased. I don't really care. You can't just have the same shit for like 20 years and then be like, you know what? Let's switch it up, like they did to our boy Donkey Kong, and I hate it.
Not my favorite.
I don't but like if the internet's good at doing anything, it's bullying. Okay, and so let's make Shrek great, man. Again.
Yeah, I do for real.
I do for real. And but yeah, man, Aaron, welcome in. So tell the people about yourself, man. I know for ladies and gentlemen who don't know, he's a content creator. He's on a fitness journey, and incredibly handsome.
Go on.
Oh, that was it. I only wrote.
I mean, that's basically all you need to know, really. But hi, I'm Aaron. If you guys don't know who I am, I stream whenever I can. I want to play games on stream, but my computer is currently being annoying. So if I try to play like a more recent game, it'll crap out on me. But sometimes I'll fire up the PS2 emulator and play something. Also, sometimes I like to just do like if I'm photoshopping something, I'll just hop on stream, listen to music, and Photoshop stuff. I was working on something yesterday that's kind of secretive. You can see a sneak peek of it on my Instagram story. Working on some merch, so should be cool when it's finally out. But yeah, I make videos sometimes, and I like to goof around. So if you're down to clown, I'm your boy.
He is. If there's something him and I love that's together, it's backyard wrestling. It's fucking.
Oh my god, those clips are incredible.
They're so funny, dude. Like they actually there's nothing better than watching this. People for the people here. This is stunt. These are stunt professionals. But watching somebody get hit by a moving Honda Accord or some shit like that. That shit was so funny, dude.
Yeah, like most of the time you're watching like backyard wrestling or whatever, they'll keep it in like the ring and maybe get out around the ring a little bit. But like every once in a while, you'll see some crazy video of like somebody blasting a car through a Winnebago, or like this more viral clip that happened a couple of days ago where there's like I don't think this was backyard, but it was like an independent thing, and they used fire for a stunt, and somebody just got caught on fire, and they were on fire for like a crazy long time. So, a lot of people are like, oh, wrestling's fake, which like, sure, but like, that shit hurts, man. It hurts really bad.
But Aaron, I got a question for you. How much, like, when it comes to sword swallowing, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think you could? No. How much of like an actual sword do you think you could swallow?
An actual sword?
Yeah.
What when you say sword, like what kind of a sword are we talking?
We'll go like the ones that like the circus ones that they
or like a
okay. Yeah.
Probably none, because I would be too scared.
Well, in this situation,
I'd be too scared to do it, man.
You'd be too scared to do it?
I'd maybe get it like in. Oh boy,
what if every inch you're given like $100,000?
I'd do an inch and then give up.
I mean, honestly, that's still a win. That's still a win, dude.
If anyone's farming for clips, feel free to use that. So,
Yeah, dude. I love that. I have a really bad gag reflex, right? It's notoriously bad. I would at least try to do the 2 inches that I could, take.
Yeah.
At least.
I would gag and like cut myself. I don't want that to happen. That would suck.
Yeah, that's just like the swinging of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
One wrong move, or like I'm trying to do it and someone like pushes me over.
That's the time your buddy thinks it's funny to do a fucking prank, and they like have one person behind you and the other person like put.
Yeah,
dude, and that's the kind of shit. Is like getting pants, bro. Cause like,
when's the last time you got pants?
Well, like pants, like underwear showing, or like they grab tight enough that the whole thing's coming.
Either one, I guess. But let's go with underwear. Like underwear, staying up.
Fuck, that had to be at like high school, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Has to be.
It feels like
people knew not to do it to me, because if people did it to me, I'd punch them in the arm as hard as I could. Like, don't do it. I'll kill you.
Nah. You just gotta. I saw this one TikTok, and this guy was talking about like, man, if I got pants and I'm a grower, what am I gotta do here? Like, and he's like, I start beating my shit right there, and I was like, that's fucking crazy. And
oh,
yeah, dude. But I haven't going coconuts, man. But yeah, dude, I feel like a pantsing is like such a classic prank.
Yeah, pantsing is a fucking wild prank.
It's a wild one. I think as long as you keep the underwear up, it's funny.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
If it comes down, then that's too far.
It's too far.
You can't have one of your boys be freaking Porky Pigging it in the middle of school. Like, no way.
It reminds me of like this camping story. Like my one buddy.
Oh boy, here we go.
He was really drunk, and he's like leaning on a tree after throwing up, and he goes, "I have to pee." And then me and my buddy are like there, we're watching him just to make sure he's okay. And we're like, okay, buddy, let it out. And then he just proceeds to like say it again, and then just stand there. And I was like,
I have to pee.
And I was like, we looked at each other like, do we have to pull his fucking pants down? So we're like,
dude, it's that scene in The Rundown with The Rock and Sean William Scott where he's handcuffed and he's like, I have to pee.
Yeah. And we go to like pull his pants down. And he goes, hey, what the fuck you doing? I don't gotta pee. I was like, you just said
you did, bitch.
Yeah, dude. That shit was so funny. But it gave me a chuckle, man.
That's great.
The heck is it? What you been up to though, man? You've been doing a lot of wrestling, watching a lot of wrestling content.
Yeah, watching a lot of wrestling. Haven't been making much content for it. I want that to change, because like there's been some stuff happening this year that's been like pretty crazy, and there's been some like pretty big reactions on mine. So every week, me and a couple friends, Phantom Cook in the chat, he is usually there, but all of us, we chill in Discord, we watch Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, or more recently AEW or the pay-per-views, and we just have a great time watching wrestling with the boys. No big deal. But like we were watching, I think it was Elimination Chamber when John Cena turned like evil. And that was like the craziest thing that ever happened, because no one ever thought it would happen. I was freaking out. I was screaming. That, like, if we had recorded that would have probably been a big reaction. There's some stuff that happened like this past weekend. That was the weekend before last weekend at SummerSlam. That was pretty crazy. So I think we might start recording some stuff here, because I think it would be a lot of fun. You should. And wrestling is one of those things that I'm very, very passionate about, and I know a lot more about wrestling history than I know about American history. So I feel like I'm a smart person in that regard with that particular topic.
I was just thinking about, which is, I love that. And since I've known you, you've always been talking about wrestling. You've always been going off about it, and it's something I actually do love, because, dude, when you talk about wrestling, there's a smile on your face,
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like when I talk about Dino Crisis. Right, some people don't want to hear it, but we don't care. We're locked in. You brought it up, and I might have brought it up on my own.
Absolutely.
And I was just thinking about though is because like your computer being down, you can't make too much content on the thing. TikTok, bro. Start making some skits. Start doing that kind of shit. Because
I have a couple ideas for some stuff I want to do. I just gotta get friends together, and all of our schedules have to line up. There was a thing that I wanted to do back in February, with like just have me and my friends get like crazy outfits or costumes and come up with a character. And we filmed like a dating video thing.
Okay.
So like back in the 80s when people would do like dating tapes.
Like speed date. Oh, dating tapes. Yeah.
So we were going to do stuff like that. But like when we were going to film it, like one of my friends was in like a car accident. And then a couple other people had other stuff they had like that they wanted to do. So hopefully we'll get around to doing it. But it's just, you know, schedules and stuff like that.
That's pretty fair, man. That is pretty fair. I mean, it is hard to line people up, so that means you got to come up with some solo stuff. You know, whether you play multiple characters.
Yeah.
Don't let that limit you.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just go to their workplace with a firearm, take them home, and then you have a day off.
Find real characters, film people in real life with me in character.
And you know what? Oh, you know what? You just got to do what the great
release forms.
The great is it Chet? You just got to do it. Do it, lady.
Oh yeah.
Do it, lady.
Do it, lady.
Do it, lady. It's a thing. It's a thing. But Aaron, are you ready and excited to get into the stories?
Hell yeah, bro. Let's do it.
Hell yeah, baby. Hell yes. Okay, so. There goes. I put the wrong one there. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now I'm just gonna share that with you. And let's right there. Perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, our first story for today. Am I the asshole? My boyfriend peed the bed and is mad at me for my response. So my boyfriend, 27, and I, 23, just moved into a new house and bought a new mattress. New mattress smell goes crazy. Last night, I woke up to a wet feeling under my arm and hand. My boyfriend was already up in the bathroom. When he came back, I asked him if he spilled something in the bed or knew why it was wet. He told me that he thinks he peed the bed. I asked him again and said, "Wait, are you serious?" And he said, "I think I peed in my dream and I peed in real life." Because I think that's a thing. You know, you die in your dream, you die in real life.
Right, yeah, Freddy Krueger got him.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger, right? Yeah. So he probably he scared him so bad he peed his pants.
Freddy Krueger turned into a toilet and his mouth was like the toilet part. It's time to pee, bitch! No! And then he woke up. There's pee everywhere.
We were both half awake at this point, and I'm just surprised that he actually did wet the bed. I asked him to go grab stuff to clean it up, and he told me that it was fine. I asked him what he meant by that, and he grabbed a towel, laid it on the wet spot, and got back into bed to go to sleep. I pulled the covers off him and told him he needs to go grab the stuff to clean it up because I don't want to get stained, and it's a new mattress. We don't have a mattress cover for it yet. He told me that it was fine and I'm not overreacting. That statement naturally pissed me off, and I told him I'm not going to sleep in his piss, and that's not fair to me. He told me he'd clean it in the morning and that it's not a big deal and doesn't warrant the reaction I have. That was not the solution I wanted, so I took all the sheets off the bed and threw them at him, and I told him to sleep on the couch. It was very irritating hearing him tell me that I'm overreacting because I asked him to clean up his piss in the bed we both slept in. He then knocked on the door 10 minutes later asking for a new blanket because the one I gave him smelled like pee. So am I the asshole for overreacting to my boyfriend not cleaning up the pee in the bed right away? There is an update, but we'll go from this first.
Okay. Do you wanna start with this, or do you want me to start?
I'll let you start, man. Like, what do you think?
Okay, so look, pee in the bed. Sometimes people pee the bed. It happens. I peed the bed for probably longer than I should have growing up. But that being said, clean up after yourself, man. Don't just be like, oh, it's fine. Because, like, you know, I get it. You're tired. You want to go back to bed. But that shit is fucking gross, bro. Pee is gross. There's a reason why your body needs to get rid of it. Because it's fucking gross. And so clean it up. You don't want to stain your mattress. You don't want to, like, one day you're going to have to move. And someone's going to have to help you move. And you better hope that you either got a new mattress by then, or you're going to have to explain some weird fucking yellow stain on your mattress to somebody when they have to help you move. And just be like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I spilled nacho cheese or something. I don't know. Make up something. But, like, it's clean crazy. Up after yourself, man. And also, like, you know, if you're going to be gross, do it when you live alone. If you got someone who's sleeping in your bed with you, you gotta clean up. You got to.
I think it's crazy that he said he just threw a towel on it.
What an idiot, bro.
Yeah, I'll get to it in the morning. Bro, that is not like a fucking...
No way.
No, like, that is not like a I'll get to it in the morning situation. Like, that's not like I spilled salsa on my shirt. You know, like, I'll put the stain remover on it after.
Yeah.
Like, this is like... Bro, like... it's unacceptable. Like, I feel like that's just like a show of his hygiene.
Yeah, this dude's 27. Wait, she's 23.
Yeah, he's 27. So, like,
this dude needs to grow up. he needs to grow up.
Yeah.
Which, like, I mean, you know, it probably happened before. Which, like, again, it happens sometimes. It just happens.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, like,
but like. God, man, clean it up, bro. Come on. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like specific things you can get at the store that is for that.
I'm pretty sure
it's on there, and then you could probably, after you spray the cleaning shit on there, throw a towel on it. But like, Jesus Christ, usually soaks through the towel.
Yeah, Phantom Cook in the chat says usually soaks through the towel. Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah, but that's the point. At least there's less pee in the bed.
Yeah, but that's the logic that guy's gonna have with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, old people have mattress pads that are specifically for pissing themselves. Yeah, no, that's true.
It's true.
But or either if her boyfriend is going to keep acting like this, she could just buy him diapers and he can wear the diapers when he goes to bed, or get a bed liner.
Yeah,
I think who pee the bed, or just dump him.
Just dump, dude. If you're gonna be a piss boy, get out of here.
Separate beds. You get separate beds, 50s style. Sleep in separate beds.
My favorite part is that he knocked on the door 10 minutes later, saying the blanket smelled like pee. And it's like,
blanket smells like pee.
Pee. Can I have a new one? Bro, you were going to lay in there for hours after this.
Yeah, you were going to go to bed and pee, bro. Come on.
I feel like she reacted pretty fucking normally. You know what I mean? I feel like her boyfriend...
because she was chill at first.
Like, just like, oh, like, hey, let's clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, nah. And like, for her, I'd be like, fuck you mean, nah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you give them a second, and then if they act like a child, you treat them like a child, and you go, okay, you're sleeping out in the living room.
Yep.
Here's your pissy blanket, piss boy.
Yeah. Some people are saying get the pee remover used for dogs because soap and water won't do the trick.
Yep.
I've actually peed in my dream and peed in real life too. I woke up from it and immediately cleaned it, so no, you weren't overreacting. Yep. Should we check out this update?
Let's do it. I hope she dumped him.
Yeah.
Or he manned the fuck up and cleaned it.
True. Okay. I'll address the first off. I wish it was fake, but I really did wake up yesterday to piss in the bed, and it ended arguing with my boyfriend. My boyfriend and I have only lived together in small stints here and there before, but this is the first time we've had our own house, just us. No, he doesn't have a drug or alcohol problem, diabetes, take meds, or wasn't drinking that night. He just worked an overnight shift the previous night, and he was pretty tired. He's never done this before since we've been together, so that's why I didn't believe him at first. And we don't have a lot of money right now, so we got a mattress from Walmart for $300. For those of you bashing that detail. We both ended up cleaning the pee after I threw the sheets and blankets at him, and I took the bed because our couch isn't big, and I really couldn't be bothered to move to the couch when I felt like I did nothing wrong. I was tired and I didn't think that part was through entirely. Also, he is not a horrible abusive boyfriend. I have a fetish, etc., like some comments have said, and I don't throw him out of the house. I didn't throw him out of the house, sorry. He was truly half awake and was just not responsive the way he needed to be after peeing in our bed. Anyways, he got back from work today with flowers and my favorite ice cream. He told me he was thinking about what happened last night all day, that he was sorry. He apologized for dismissing me and that he was disrespectful. I told him the only issue I had with the situation was him telling me that I overreacted for me wanting him to clean the pee. That wasn't fair to me and expected me to be okay sleeping in the pee. Let me be clear, I understand accidents happen, but to sit there and tell me my response to needing it cleaned ASAP is unwarranted and insane. I appreciated the gesture, and I did read what you guys said. He doesn't have any underlying trauma or alcoholic issues. He just pissed the bed by accident. I wasn't shaming him for peeing the bed. I was mad at his response. I'm trying to be understanding that he was tired, wanted to go back to bed, but at the same time, this affects both of us. I just needed him to be responsible, acknowledge that what he said was valid, and what I said was valid, and he needs to grow up. He did order a mattress cover that will be here tomorrow. So until that's on the mattress, I don't want him in the bed with me. I think making him sleep with those sheets and blankets did jolt him awake, realizing the gravity of the situation. I'm still a bit hurt with how he handled the situation selfishly and was inconsiderate, but he seems pretty remorseful, so we'll see how we both feel later. That's it for now.
Okay. It kind of. Oh, sorry. Is there more?
No, go ahead. That's sorry. I was looking at comments.
So I was gonna say most of it. It seems like most of this is resolved. As far as feeling disrespected and everything by him being so like dismissive of the situation, she did say that he was like half awake, so that could have been why. Doesn't necessarily excuse it, but like
no.
That could be the reason why that happened. Like if he was like fully like awake, he might not have done that. But getting the flowers and the ice cream and stuff, like I feel like he realized what he did, and like and like shout out to her for not like shitting on him for an accident, because like they happen. But I don't know. I feel like most of this is like it's pretty much resolved, but interesting.
Dub in the chat says, I bet if he had left it till the next day, he would have been expecting her to clean it all up. It's very possible. It's very possible. It's hard to say based on what they said, but you never know. Thankfully, he did get her flowers and did apologize, but hopefully he doesn't piss again. At the end of the thing, at the end of the day, I still think she's not the asshole. I still think her reaction was what any normal person would have reacted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and she could only react with the information she was given in that moment. She didn't realize that he wasn't like awake or not awake fully or whatever. But I mean, you can only react in the moment with the information you have. So I feel like she reacted properly.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In that situation.
This first comment just made me laugh. One very important life lesson here: never use the dream toilet. Exactly. And hands down, I agree. Yeah, man.
The Dream Toilet is my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
The Dream Toilet. Just
Nightmare
piss,
on Elm
bitch.
Street 3, The Dream Toilet, yeah.
Oh, dude, that shit would be so funny. Bart in the chat said, piss in the bed and refusing to clean it is a deal breaker. Their bags will be packed and thrown out the window.
Yeah, this is gross.
It is gross, because it can smell pretty bad. It reminds me of, like, I don't know, you ever see the Ted movie?
No, I've seen a bunch of clips of them. But
there's like, I think you'd enjoy it. In the first one, there's Patrick Warburton is in the movie.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, like, to Mark Wahlberg's character. It stuff like this is kind of, like, it's not to the same extravagance, but it just made me laugh because I was thinking about this. And he's like, yeah, I was with a girl for like 9 months once. She farted in her sleep, so I got out of there. And I was like, what does that have to do with it? It just made me think because he pissed in his sleep, and I was like, that is the most, it's such a Patrick thing to say. And
9 months?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, it was going really good, and she farted. And I was like, what? I think I was like, it's normal, dude.
People be farting, man.
People be farting. But yeah, it made me laugh. And then like, but yeah. So yeah, not the asshole. I agree.
Yeah.
Our next story. This one's maybe good. Am I the asshole for trying to pleasure myself? I've been in a sexless marriage for over 2 years. No sex, no intimacy, not as much as a hug or holding hands whatsoever. We, in parentheses, we've both been doing therapy to work on some of the other issues that we have between us. I occasionally jerk off when I get the chance. This morning, I got up early and felt in the mood. Parentheses, morning wood. So I went to the other room and was jorking it with the P hub on the phone and headphones in my ears. Suddenly, my wife entered the room and asked me to get out of the bed. I asked why, what happened, as you've been sleeping in the other room. She said she wanted to sleep in this room now. Then, as I started to get out of the bed, she snatched my phone from me, unlocked it, and saw what was on the screen. Called me disgusting and asked to get out of the room. I said I've to do something sometimes. To which she said, "Yeah, you're doing amazing things here your whole day, sitting here and watching porn." Then again, angrily, she asked me to get out of the room. I went to sit in the living room. And now she's been crying hysterically / loudly, like loud that our neighbors might come knocking or call the police for the last 15 to 20 minutes. Like, how would one cry if someone's love dies? Her reaction made me feel as if I'm doing either some heinous thing that only lowlifes would do, or something so disgusting that I should be ashamed of the person I am. Edit. My bad for not including some context around the no intimacy part. I assumed mentioning I have to do something sometimes might give a hint. It's not because I've been rejecting her, it's the other way around because of me not being there while she needs me to be in terms of an emotional connection. And that's what we've been working on through individual as well as couples therapy. To be honest, I didn't want to get into all these details because it isn't our relationship advice. I work a full-time job, paying a decent salary, and I do more than my fair share of household chores. He says probably. I'm assuming just his regular amount. To those of you jumping into conclusions about what I was watching, it was a simple doctor-patient roleplay type stuff involving two adults of the opposite genders. And no, I do not have a porn addiction. I did have a talk with her, and she clarified it was not the jorking off, and it wasn't the P-hub that she had issues with. It was that I was looking at other females and not using my imagination. She asked how I'd feel if she'd seeked emotional support from a random guy on the internet or some app, knowing fully well she'd never met him. I argued that I'm not interacting with someone at a personal level, and her example was him using OF to talk to someone and watching her, which is not the case here. Anyways, I couldn't make her see the difference, and we agreed to disagree, kind of, since she changed stance and said that she's more hurt by me trying not to repair previous emotional hurt for the argument 2 days back, and not coming up to her with my needs rather than an external medium to meet my needs. Anyways, I'm not looking for relationship advice here, but hopefully that answers some of your questions here. I'm not super active here, likely won't be responding. And for then it goes how he said he never cheated on anybody. I'm assuming the comments below got into that. Yeah, Aaron, what do you think, man?
So this guy he says all of this, and then he says, I'm not looking for relationship advice, but I feel like that has to be given to find out if he was indeed the asshole or not. Because, as far as, watching porn and jerking off, no, not an asshole. But I think the biggest problem with your relationship right now is you guys need to talk to each other, man. Because, your wife might not be comfortable with you watching it. She said she's not uncomfortable with the porn and stuff, she said she is, but you have to use your imagination, which I think is fucking ridiculous. But at the same time, every relationship is different. You have to check what is okay with your partner.
Absolutely.
What one person might not see as a big deal, the other person might be completely offended by, and if you guys need to make those perfectly clear to each other, because it seemed like he didn't know that, so then she was crying like crazy because she was reacting to a piece of information that he had no knowledge of. Maybe he did, I don't know. But some relationships consider porn a big deal. Some people consider porn cheating. Everyone's different, but I think the big thing is you gotta communicate, man. You gotta let people know what's going on.
Oh, also, 100%.
The emotional intelligence thing, that needs to be dealt with. Man, I don't know. This dude saying I'm not looking for relationship advice, bro. You better get some.
It's literally
the long and short of it. You need to get some.
It's funny because I still see "Am I the assholes?" as if they come to it about a relationship problem, you're gonna get relationship advice. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
I agree. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you gotta chase that nut. Like Scrat from Ice Age, and I get that, right? But at the same time, I feel like sometimes, if your partner is not okay with you watching, pornographic stuff, it's fair enough, with things like OF nowadays, it makes a lot of sense, the stress on that, because half the times it's probably not even the person, and it's also just, to me, that's a form of cheating. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. No. The comparison that she made was not an equal comparison, because watching pornography, you're watching someone you're never going to talk to and probably never meet or anything like that. But she was like, oh yeah, well, what if I was talking to someone online and we were just like having basically like cyber or whatever like that? And it's like, that's not the same thing. You're directly talking to someone, but like, I don't know. It's not, it wasn't an equal comparison.
Oh, absolutely.
But ultimately, I think these folks need to like communicate and figure it out. Plus also like, I don't know, man. 2 years of a sexless marriage, like let the guy beat his meat if he wants. Like,
and that too, right? Because they're obviously working.
And,
through...
if she's not comfortable like banging, like she doesn't have to bang the guy, like consent and everything like that. Like
I was gonna say, like,
but maybe... at the same time, like sometimes people get horny, so like let them fucking take care of it if they have to.
And I feel like it's one of those things where they gotta just talk about it. Like you said, communication. Because like you said, like she did. I know she. Where was it? Where was it? She was hurt. Nope. She was hurt about him not coming up to her with his needs. So like for her, because maybe in that moment she would have been like, hell yeah, or like, maybe not right. Maybe she would say not right now, and would have been able to go and been like, go deal with it yourself, and then she would have left him alone. Maybe, I don't know. But I feel like
she also said that she needs to be with him with an emotional connection.
Yeah, and
so like I don't know, they need to both watch like cat videos together and be like, "Aw," and then if they both say "aw" at the same time, they can fuck. Like what? They have to be on the same wavelength emotionally, which I get, but like I don't know, man. 2 years is crazy, but yeah, it all boils down to communication. Talk to your fucking partner, man. I swear to God.
Yeah,
that's the biggest problem so many people have with relationships. They don't fucking talk to each other because they're scared to look stupid or weak.
Totally right, and that's
the whole point of being partners is they are your partner, man. They're supposed to see you through that shit.
You need to like your partner's going to see you. Is going to see you through everything. They're going to see you at your lowest lows and your highest highs.
Plus, also, dude, you fucking show emotion. You tell them what's wrong, they'll fix it, and guess what? Maybe they'll bang you after.
Nerd Geek Reject in the chat says it's been 2 years and they're not on the same emotional wavelength yet. Y'all gotta fucking talk to each other for real, bro. Like,
yeah, for real.
Like what? Like because I mean, it says they're in therapy, like solo and couples, but like I'm curious to like what is the thing that's preventing them from being emotionally connected? You know what I mean? Like I feel like because it's obviously it was there, or else y'all wouldn't have got married, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, or maybe they rushed into things and they're realizing that they're not as compatible as they thought.
It's very possible, right?
Just a thought. Hopefully, that's not the case.
Yeah, like 100% of divorces start in marriage, right? So it's like
that is a fact. Yeah.
But
that's true.
Bart Yim in the chat says after 2 years though, that makeup sex would be next level.
Damn.
True. But like, yeah, like I don't like. Clearly, they need to sort things out, and I don't know if it's like something they can hash out. Like, I don't know if this is like something they can do. Fucking in like an afternoon, or if this is like because obviously they're doing the multiple therapy sessions, but like clearly this is a root of the problem, but neither of them are willing to either acknowledge it or they're not willing to talk to each other.
A thing that's not going to be fixed overnight, but like it's something they need to work on. Like he, I feel like needs to make more of an effort to communicate to his wife. I think honestly that's on both ends.
Oh, for sure.
But also at the same time, I think his wife kind of needs to realize that like dudes be jerking off sometimes, and that sometimes they can't just do it with thoughts because what's the dude like? It's been 2 years. The dude doesn't have any thoughts to look back on.
Well, exactly.
He's gonna remember something from 2 years ago.
But yeah. So, first comment says, "Not the asshole. If she doesn't want to have sex, she can't be mad at you when you take matters into your own hands. It's not like you went out with somebody else. Why does she care? Do neither of you enjoy this marriage? It sounds miserable. What's the point?" And
exactly,
which comes back to it. Like, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against her caring about that.
Yeah, no,
nothing wrong with that. But like,
her feelings are valid for sure.
And maybe he should have asked her first and been like, "Hey, let's can you help me with this?" And maybe she would have been like, "Sure." And if she didn't, then at that point, go do your thing, man. Go off, King. But like, yeah, like this marriage sounds more stressful than it should be. Like a marriage should be a happy thing. Don't get me wrong, there's gonna be stress.
Yep.
There's like in any relationship, there's gonna be stress, there's gonna be bad times, good times, right? But man, we should be fucking having more fun. We should be fucking.
that's where the sentence ends.
We should be having more fun than not in a relationship, right? So
yeah, man.
But I don't.
Story. Talk to your fucking partner, man.
You know, I don't. Do you think he's the asshole or no?
I don't think so. Okay. Not really.
You know, I'm leaning towards that he's not the asshole either, but only because clearly I think they're both just the assholes.
Yeah, I think I don't necessarily even think either of them is an asshole. I think it's just they just need to figure some shit out.
Yeah,
dude's just trying to get a nut, and his wife's crying in the other room because she didn't want to have sex with him when he's jerking off.
But like, yeah, exactly. I think they should just get a divorce at this rate.
Yeah, or like maybe separate for a little while.
Yeah, see other people.
Maybe not necessarily see. Maybe not even necessarily see other people, but like do something.
Don't see each other for a while and figure out, do you miss this person?
Yeah,
like exactly. The way the relationship sounds, it sounds like they're roommates.
Or they should start an experiment. So they haven't fucked in 2 years. Now they should fuck for 2 years straight and see if they can change. See if that changes their mind at all.
It's true. And then maybe
2-year tantric sex session.
What if it could have solved everything?
It'd be like Scary Movie 2 where she gets shot up into the air.
Literally. All right, our next story. Am I the asshole for giving my pregnant girlfriend an ultimatum? My girlfriend, who we'll call Jen, and I have been together for 4 years. Back in April, 2 great things happened. We found out Jen is pregnant, and I closed on a house for us to move into. Our family and friends know about the pregnancy, including Jen's best childhood friend, Amanda. I will admit I never liked the dynamic between Amanda and Jen. But it did not really affect our relationship since Amanda lived across the country. After finding out about the pregnancy, Amanda decided to move back home. In parentheses, we live in both Jen and Amanda's hometown. Amanda has been back since late May, and all hell is broken loose. Jen has always felt a little self-conscious in our relationship. I work construction and do personal training. She feels intimidated by small girls, but I have no idea why. She's sexy as fuck woman with amazing curves. Amanda has done nothing but played into Jen's insecurities and anxieties since been back. Jen and I have never been the tracking location couple or looking through each other's phones. We've always considered that a red flag in the relationship. Amanda has convinced Jen that she needs to start doing that. So she's been looking through my phone on a regular and finding nothing. I've communicated my hurt and frustration that I think she needs to distance herself from Amanda. She keeps rebuffing my concerns. About 2 weeks ago, Jen asked to look through my phone, and I told her in no uncertain terms that this will be the last time she looks through my phone. If she sees nothing suspicious, and she needs to agree to go to counseling and distance herself from Amanda. She agreed, looked through my phone, and found nothing suspicious. But as soon as she did that, she took back on her promise to do counseling and distancing herself from Amanda. I decided to move out. We are currently on a month-to-month lease in an apartment until renovations get done on the house I bought. I'm staying with a friend until the house is ready, and then I will move in alone. Jen asked me to reconsider. I refused. She will likely need to move in with her mother, which is not ideal given the limited space, which I feel terrible about for my child. Am I the asshole?
No.
That's a tough... No, I don't think...
I don't think it's that tough. I don't think he is. You know, like, his wife's pregnant and everything, but, like, he told her it was making him uncomfortable. Her friend is not good for her and is making her do all this. He warned her and told her what would happen. So, I mean... And it sucks, but I don't think so.
And like I've seen like friendships of people, not necessarily like just like you know, I've seen friendships with people. There's certain people that are just assholes, and like they hate that they are insecure. And
she has a toxic friend. That's basically what it is.
That's just it. And we've all either have or had a toxic friend, and it's not great, right?
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
So having that toxic friend and the fact that they're always playing into like insecurities or trying to belittle or make you feel bad, right? Or like do something that makes them feel better. And it's but like, you know, with the pregnancy, like Bart in the chat is saying, I don't think it's much of an issue for her to check the phone for clarity. She's pregnant. Her hormones would be a roller coaster.
Fair.
Need to do anything to help out. Fair enough, right? Like, and I'm sure, like, you know, at least she's like asking. You know, she's not just doing it. But like, that's totally fair. Like, you know, pregnancy is it's a tough thing, man. Like, as I'm not someone who can get pregnant, so like I can only imagine like the roller coaster, like Bart is saying that it really is. It's just, I wonder if he's ever considered talking to Amanda.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I guess so, but I don't know. Amanda seems kind of like I mean, I don't know this person specifically, but I don't know. I feel like that probably won't go very well.
And I agree. I don't think it would go very well either. That's the problem. Is like he'd probably be like, "Hey, you're like, I need like it just really flaring up her anxieties, her self-consciousness. Like I don't know what you're doing, but you need to stop." But like, and then I'm sure I am confident Amanda would double down and be like, "I'm not doing it. Like, fuck you," all that kind of shit, right? Mm-hmm. And it's really unfortunate because if they're supposed to be best friends, don't you want them to be like? Wouldn't you want them to have like the best relationship?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, if this dude clocked it, like Amanda's like preys on her insecurities and like you know, like makes her feel like worse or like exacerbates issues she might have or worries. Like it sounds like she opens wounds that aren't even there.
For sure,
she's like,
right?
Yeah, well, what if he's cheating or whatever? What if he has shit on his phone? Yeah. And then she goes and explores that and is like, "Hey, can I check your phone?" And he's like, "Okay, fine." And he's let her do it a few times.
It sounds like he just goes like, "Yeah,"
which, like, you know, if he knows he's got nothing on, he's like, "Yeah, sure, here you go." But then after a couple of times, you know, people don't want people going through their shit. I don't want people going through my phone. I don't got shit to hide, but I don't want people looking at my stuff.
Well, that's just it, right? Like, I have no issue.
I'm also not in a relationship, but like, you know, whatever.
I would happily just be like, here's my phone. Do whatever you want. Like, look, like you can really do a deep dive. I don't really care. You're not gonna find anything. The most you're gonna find is probably some pretty bad memes that I send to people.
Sure, yeah. But also, you know, like I could see him thinking that it's strange because they both have agreed that, you know,
it's a red
people
flag.
Who have relationships like that are a red flag. He could see that being like, "Why are you acting weird?" But also, you know, like I think Amanda is just the asshole because she's like, you know, putting doubt in her friend's mind, and also she's pregnant, so like, you know, that stuff gets turned up to 11.
Oh, for sure, right?
Man, I don't know. Also, if you have a friend who like lives across the country and then once they find out you're pregnant comes back and moves just to be around you, I think that's kind of a red flag. It's not like dangerous or anything, but I think that's kind of a red flag because they clearly have nothing going on in their life, so they're like, "Oh, cool, I'm gonna come over here and start drama."
Or like honestly though, yeah.
I don't know. That's just me.
I got a couple comments here in the chat. Ali Benali says, "Why does he need his phone to be private if he has nothing to hide? If it makes her feel more secure in the relationship? What's the harm?" Which I think we kind of covered. Exactly. It is the red flag, but like obviously with the pregnancy, like obviously and like her friend, it's definitely flaring up, and which is really unfortunate. But for like, I can see a side of him being frustrated, but at the same time, it's just like I think I'd be more frustrated about, you know, when he was like, "Hey, can you distance yourself from Amanda after this? Because I think she's causing a lot of these insecurities right now." And she goes, "Yeah, of course," and then backpedals. I think that would upset me more.
The what's the harm part of it is like, I feel like if it was the first time she was asking and he was like, "No, why do you want to look through my phone?" That's suspicious. But he's let her do it multiple times. I feel like, you know, after you let him do it a few times, it's like, okay, well, clearly you're not finding anything. So like, I'm not going to give you my phone, or I'll give you my phone this last time, but if you do, like after you do this, you know, you're gonna talk to Amanda and blah 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 blah. And she's like, okay, and then she doesn't do it. So, I mean, granted, they're pregnant, so you know, the like, emotions running high and everything like that. But like, kind of makes it where you can't really trust them.
For sure, right? Cassie Roll in the chat says Amanda is def projecting from a bad relationship she's had in the past. Totally fair, right?
Relationship Amanda's had in the past, probably.
Yeah, Amanda doesn't seem like a great person, if I'm going to be honest.
I think Amanda's the non-trustworthy one.
Yeah, I completely agree.
It seems like she's looking for something.
And I don't think, like, I agree with you. I don't think either of them are the asshole. I think it's Amanda. I know we kind of
she's the asshole for sure.
I know we just kind of have the one POV like of this story, but based on this, like Amanda seems to be the problem. You know, like the fact that and the fact that even
100%.
Earlier he's like, you know, I've never liked the dynamic between them, and it's probably because they'll talk about stuff and then maybe she'll have a little flare up, even though she lived far away in the country, like a flare up of like anxiety and stuff like that. But then now that she's back, it's just almost like, I bet you anxiety is just, instead of like it being like here, it's just always up here because like they'll be texting and talking and stuff. But like it just seems like, and I feel bad, right? I feel bad because it's really wedging a relationship that was probably quite beautiful, you know? And I'm sure it still is. But like, you know, it just sucks to have that added unnecessary stress.
Yeah, no, for sure. It kind of sounds like Amanda's a toxic friend. So she's just like, hey, what if he's cheating on you? Or like, what if blah, 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 this is happening. Like, that's not good, man. She's gonna have a baby. Like, you don't want to put that doubt in her mind. Like, it sounds like this couple is farther along in maturity than Amanda is. Like,
oh, Amanda's still in high school, like in terms of her mentality, right? Like, you know, everything's
watching too much
a problem.
Real Housewives, man.
Real Housewives, watching too much. Yeah, like switch to Jersey Shore. That shit's funny, man.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
like watching too much, you know, Love Island or this and that, right? And like,
yeah, it's
really unfortunate, right? Want to check out a couple comments?
Let's do it.
Tell her counseling is still on the table, but don't live together until you get a point where she treats you and ditches her, or she trusts you and ditches your friend. And that's fair, you know. Like, Amanda is now telling Jen, "I told you he would leave." Self-fulfilling prophecy. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's actually a crazy comment, dude. Oh my gosh. All I can picture in my head is an evil laugh and hand rubbing together from Amanda. She played your baby mama like a fiddle. What is Amanda's end goal? Is she in love with Jen? Is she entertaining some type of delusion where they raise the baby together? Regardless, Amanda's very toxic. I wouldn't let Jen back into your life as long as Amanda's part of hers. It's, you know, and I like to think maybe Amanda is very jealous of what Jen has. You know, she's got a stable relationship. They're starting a family and they're about to have like a home. You know, those are three like beautiful pillars of a thing. You know what I mean?
Dude, the moving across the country to be with your pregnant friend, I think is weird. Like, I mean, you know, like I feel like there's people who can do that and it's fine, like a family member, but like, I don't know. That seems weird to me.
I don't know. I mean, it's very possible she moved because it was a job thing too, but they didn't really specify why. It just said that she moved back.
After finding out about the pregnancy, Amanda decided to move back home. We live in Amanda and Jen's hometown. Amanda's been back since late May and all hell's broken loose.
Yeah, it didn't say. It just said
ever since she found out, she moved back. She decided to move back home.
I see what you're saying. You're right. You're right. Yeah, so she just was like, you know what? I'm packing my. And I think that right there just was like the switch that flicked. Or that clicked, and Amanda's like, yeah, nah, not in my house.
Because, this dude can't, like Bart says in the chat, Jen's a part of his life. You can't cut ties with Jen. Like, you're raising their child. Like, that, you know, like, if they get, like, they break up or whatever, like, there's child support. Like, she's never going to be fully out of his life. Like,
yeah, and I don't think that's a bad thing, obviously, but it's really...
I don't think they don't want that. Like, they want to be together, but, like, Amanda's making it really hard.
Absolutely. They're not, it's making it very difficult, and I feel bad. I feel bad for them. because I'm sure they had a great relationship.
Hopefully they get it figured out.
But Amanda's the asshole, neither of these two.
100%.
Our next story. Am I the asshole for telling my cheating ex-husband I will never feel bad for him and I will never help him make this better? I, 46, was married to my ex-husband John, 48, a decade when I found out he had cheated multiple times with multiple women, one of whom became a fully fledged affair. We had 3 young kids at the time. How I found out was I started suffering from concerning symptoms, went to the doctor, and some tests were ran, and it was discovered I had gonorrhea, which had caused pelvic inflammatory disorder. The whole thing was devastating, and John didn't even pretend he was concerned about me, but he was concerned about his affair partner, Kathy. The two of them married after the divorce, and I had to pick up the pieces, deal with the consequences of John's cheating and his lasting gift, and help my kids deal with the divorce. All while I had to be civil in front of the kids, which killed me. I had minimal contact with John and Kathy. I refused to speak to either unless I had to. A few times they attempted additional contact with the aim of us being friends, but I shot it down and told the 2 of them to rot in hell. The kids have a good relationship with their dad until a few years ago, but John and Kathy were unable to have children together. I believe she had miscarriages and stillbirths, and my kids felt there was pressure on them to gather around them and love Kathy, so she'd still feel like a mother, but none of them had a close relationship with her. And they felt like their dad was manipulative about it, so they started going to his house less and faded away. My youngest graduated in May and didn't invite John or Kathy. There were discussions about it, but ultimately he decided he would prefer to focus on his achievement, not the drama. John attempted to get me to force my youngest's hand, and he tried to throw a pity party about their losses and Kathy's love for the kids and her losing the chance to be a mother. I blocked him after several text messages about this. Now I've had him at my house trying to make me feel bad for him and Kathy by talking about all the losses and asking me to help him make this better, which to him means he wants the kids back in his and Kathy's lives, and for me to encourage them to love them both and let them, but especially Kathy. Feel like she won't miss out on all the motherly experiences. He wanted me to treat her like their own mother and present as a team so that when weddings and babies come along, she'll be included and equal in all of it. I had no patience for his request, and even though he was already upset talking about the losses, I was not kind when I told him to get away from my house and from me. I told him I will never feel bad for him and that his pity party and his attempts to make me responsible for their happiness after the way he treated me was outrageous. I told him that he caused all of this and he can fix this, but it doesn't deserve a single ounce of kindness or compassion from me after his actions in our marriage. He tried to argue, but I closed my front door and he left after that. I was on good terms with John's sister and after everything went down, but once she heard about our interaction at my house, she turned on me. She told me that she understands me hating them, but John has been broken up about all the losses they've endured, and I could have been a little kinder. And that I should want my kids to have John and Kathy in their lives, that I should be able to see it would be better for them and our future grandkids. I told them I owed the 2 of them nothing and I did not wish for their happiness. She told me that I had proven to be spiteful in her brother when our divorce happened more than a decade now, but it's truly in the past. I'm disappointed that relationship broke down, but it feels like I feel like it was possibly naive to think that it would always survive what happened because John's her brother first. I do value her opinion, or did before this. I disagree with what she said, but I also feel like I shouldn't dismiss it without seeking others' opinions when I always have valued what she says before. Even though I believe this is just a loyalty thing at the end of it all. Am I the asshole?
Man, that's a lot going on.
That's a big one to unpack, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Big one. But I think the answer is simple. Maybe I just have a simple brain, but I don't think she's the asshole at all. This dude cheated on her, gave her gonorrhea, and then, man, it's not her fault that her kids don't like him. It's not like she said that she acted totally civil in front of the kids, so it's not like she was saying your father's a piece of shit for 18 years. Yeah,
like she was literally just like,
they were over at their house and don't really like this lady because, if, let's say hypothetically my dad cheated on my mom, right, and they lived somewhere else, I would probably be kind of cold to that lady. fuck that lady.
Yeah, I'd be like, bro, like,
I don't give a fuck about her. Fuck that lady. That lady sucks.
I'd be like, bro, you literally like broke my mom and dad apart, dude. Like,
yeah,
I'd be kind of pissed about it because like I'm sure she's nice, sure, but like,
yeah. It'd be one thing if like parents got divorced for like not a cheating reason. It's just hey, we're not compatible, we're breaking up, and then dad got a new girlfriend. That's completely different. Totally. The fact that dad cheated on mom, gave her a fucking STI, and then is with the same woman and is like, oh, I want to be your mother. Fuck you, lady.
Yeah.
Now, granted, she's gone through a lot of loss. She can't like actually like bear children. It seems like. That legitimately is a very sad situation. That sucks. You know, sympathy for that. But also at the same time, you broke up a marriage and you're a piece of shit and he's a piece of shit, so fuck you. I don't blame the kids for not wanting anything to do with them because it sounds like they're just drama. So shout out to the kids for knowing that and not wanting to be around that.
Yeah, right.
You know, they might be upset about it, but who cares?
Yeah, like
they clearly have made it clear in a lot of situations that they don't care about anyone else's feelings, so why should they care about theirs? I don't know, it seems pretty cut and dry to me.
It seems like it does, right? It seems pretty cut and dry. The nerd geek reject in the chat, not the asshole. 1, he made his choices. Now he's got to deal with the fallout. 2, the kids are old enough to fully comprehend the situation in its entirety. And 3, he should in no way use their losses as a guilt trip to get what he wants. And I agree.
Well said. Absolutely.
Which is like, like don't get me wrong. Those losses, they suck, right? No matter what, it's still going to be brutal. Like that's really hard. You know, you're struggling. Like, you can't have children and you want them. That sucks. But like I'm with the wife, the ex-wife on this in regards to like it's kind of hard to feel like I still feel bad, but it's kind of hard to feel like bad because the reason why they got a divorce is because he was cheating instead of just being like, hey, this isn't working.
Yeah, exactly. And trying to use that in as a bargaining chip to try and like, oh, I just want everything to be okay again. Well, some stuff can't be repaired. Like, you can put a Band-Aid on it, but it's still going to bleed. So, you know, like, I don't know. There's ways where I think he could go about things better and, you know, potentially repair the relationship he has with his children and his ex-wife. But, like, it doesn't sound like he knows what that is. And she shouldn't have to tell him how to do it.
No, and it seems...
He's a grown man.
And it seems, like, bad because, like, they're trying to, like, it says it's the fact that they're trying to force it, right? If this was like a natural thing, which the problem with the kids, I don't know how old the kids were. I know they were young at the time. One of them
was old enough to graduate.
Well, it said we had 3 young kids at the time, yeah. But they did have a good relationship, dad, to a few years ago. So like at the time, you know, like the kids probably didn't even know or understand, and then I'm sure maybe their mom or their dad like explained it, but with all the drama, it kind of makes it hard, right? Like when it's like whenever you go visit your parent and that's all they talk about, I could see how that would be, you know, it just wouldn't be like an enjoyable experience. Like, you know, they want to hang out with their dad. They want to be like, hey, dad, let's go do this. Or like, you know, they probably don't care if Kathy was there, but, you know, I feel like they're putting they're putting a lot of pressure on the kids to like be like, all right, Kathy's like your stepmom, but like more than your stepmom. She's like kind of like your mom, but like your mom. And it's like, what? What do you mean?
The dad's putting a lot of pressure on the kids for something that they should. They're being put in a situation that they shouldn't be put in.
Oh, absolutely,
and
absolutely.
It's mostly just to you know, spare her feelings, but like, who cares?
Yeah, like. And I feel like, you know, I've always said this and I've always stressed this. If you want to sleep with other people, do not be in a relationship. Do not, like, it's messy. You know, the 35 seconds of raw dog you're about to hit is not worth the intense fucking battle you're about to have, right? Like, you're not only going to wreck, especially if you're married and have children. Like, that is fucking crazy. Like you were saying earlier, if you guys just aren't compatible, and it's just like not working out, just be like, hey, I've been thinking about this. What are your thoughts? Like, I don't think this is working. You know, I'm leaning towards this, or I want this. Then at least it's like, hey, okay, fair enough. You know, you're a jerk for leaving me, but it's like you didn't cheat on me. You know,
and gave me gonorrhea.
And gave me fucking gonorrhea. Yeah. So like stuff like that, it drives me crazy. Like I just feel like there's no reason to cheat. You know, if you're in an open relationship, that's totally different because that's not cheating at that point, right? But this clearly not. All right, cheating is wrong no matter what. You know, like, and to me, the fact that like, and I love how it went to a full-fledged affair. But at this point, he was pretty much like, "Oh, I'm working late, babe," or you know, I got to go out of town for this week.
Yeah,
you know, all this stuff. So which is crazy.
Yeah, nuts.
Yeah. I'm gonna check out a couple comments.
Yeah, man.
Not the asshole. He wants you to fix his failings because he can't be bothered to do himself. You're not his wife, so that's not your problem. And tell Sissy to fuck off. You don't owe either of them. And like, totally fair, right? Totally fair. Like, you know, it's unfortunate that his sister is like, you know, is just like, hey, like, we can't be doing this. But at the same time, you know, at the same time, like, you know, I get the loyalty on that, but at the same time, like, you know, I'm sure they know. I'm sure she knows her brother's the jerk, right? Like, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, it's like, it is what it is. Probably John caused Kathy's uterine issues with the diseased dick. That's just not your own problem. It's very possible too, right?
Holy shit,
like,
that is a crazy sentence. Oh my god. Probably true, honestly.
It's probably true, right? Like, it probably did not help. You know? Like,
yeah, man. Damn.
Which is crazy to me, right? So like, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for John. I don't really care.
No.
John.
No. And that one of those comments down there was saying like what I was saying earlier, where like, you know, the kids are old enough to make their own decisions.
Yes.
And they shouldn't have to feel warmth towards a woman who broke up their house. I agree. 100%.
Yeah, most of my now adult friends who have had a difficult time maintaining a long-term relationship with the parent who cheated. Add to this, the dad and his wife wanted to do the whole "we're all a big family" thing, which totally, like, it's just weird, right?
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine be like, all right, we're going to invite your dad and the woman he cheated on me with to dinner tonight. What do you guys want? Like, that's a crazy statement to even, like, consider. Yeah. Like,
insane.
So the woman he left me for. Like, it's wild to me. So, yeah, like, not the asshole, dude. If anything, someone get this person a medal. Okay, someone get this chick a medal. Like, get her, like, you know, it's like the badge of honor or, like, a Purple Heart. Like, what's, like, a survived, like, a cheating affair, like, medal?
The Reba McEntire I'm a Survivor award.
True, dude, true.
That should be a thing.
That should be a fucking thing, dude. The Reba McEntires.
That's an inside joke for us. Like, from now on, if someone does something where like the dude from 127 Hours gets the Reba McEntire I'm a Survivor award. These kids were lost in the wilderness for 3 weeks. Yeah, they get it. They get that award for sure. The Rebas.
The Rebas. Dude, that'd be so fucking funny, dude. You get a Reba. You get a Reba.
The recipient of this year's Reba goes to this child who spent 4 days living on cat food.
Till the police found them.
After a tsunami.
Dude, for real.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more. We got time for one more, brother. I'm gonna let you pick 1 or 2.
Let's go with 2, baby.
2? All right.
Hit me with 2.
Am I the asshole for storming out of my dad's wedding because he mentioned my brother, sister, and his stepdaughter, but not me? I, 16, adopted. My siblings are my parents' bio kids. They're 13, 11, and 7 years ago, my parents divorced. It was never explained why, but I always noticed that dad was bitter toward mom while mom hid how she felt really well. I did hear a fight between them once. She called him a piece of shit who didn't deserve his kids. At the time, it didn't make sense, but it makes more sense now. My dad got remarried a month ago. His wife has 2 daughters, 5 and 6, and her first husband who died. Or with her first husband who died. Sorry. When everyone was eating, Dad got up and started to make his long speech about how happy he was with his wife, how blessed they were with their family. He called her an amazing mom and woman and all that fluffy stuff. Then he thanked his daughters for being amazing and told them he couldn't wait to be their dad for real and how much he already loved them. Then he thanked his kids, but only named my brother and sister. He didn't say a single thing about me. He gushed about my siblings and his wife girls. And he told everyone how the family and named everyone except me was starting fresh from that day forward. How they were lucky to have such great kids. His speech wasn't over before I stormed out the wedding. I called my mom and I told her I needed her to come pick me up and no questions asked because I just needed her. My brother followed me out and so did some of my dad's family. My brother asked me if I was okay. The rest of the family asked why I made a scene when I was pointed out at the speech, they said it was an oversight and I was included every time he said kids. And so what if he left out my name? It wasn't the end of the world. I told them it was my only name. My brother tried to say something to Dad's family, but they told him to go back inside and celebrate and not to make more of a scene at the wedding. They tried to make me go back in too, but I told them I was going home with Mom. When I told Mom what happened, I got so upset. She did her best to calm me down and distract me. It was a few days later when she talked to me about what happened. I told her missing my name once in that speech was maybe understandable, but he wrote a long-ass book and still didn't mention my name. I told him he couldn't have made it clear that I was not his real kid. She said she was so sorry. I mentioned what I heard before, and she told me the biggest reason we divorced is he wanted to give me up because they had their own kids, but he fought for him in the divorce with my siblings, so she'd hope he'd grow eventually. I said he probably didn't want to pay child support. That's fucking crazy. Oh, there's more. I haven't heard from my dad. I heard nothing from my dad since. His family have tried to yell at me for making a scene at the wedding, but Mom shut them down. My siblings still go to his house, but he doesn't ask about me or seem to care that I don't go with them. And even with that, his family still wants to say I'm the ass, which pisses me off because it makes me doubt myself. Am I the asshole? That's crazy, bro.
So, Braden, you remember before we got on stream tonight how we were talking about how, like, on Am I the Asshole, people will post, and it's like they're just posting, like, because it's clear that they're the asshole, but they don't, like, they want someone to validate them and say they're not.
Yes, yeah.
This is the exact opposite of that. And I've kind of felt that way with a lot of these ones we've done tonight, but, like, man,
it's a lot.
Okay,
it's a lot. There's a lot.
There is, but, like, at the same time, like, I feel like there's not. Like, this dad sucks.
Oh yeah.
Fuck this guy. Fuck
Literally,
this fucking guy. His mom is right. This kid's mom is right. He doesn't deserve the children he has. Fuck that guy. If you are going to adopt a child and then treat them like they are not your child, you are a piece of shit and you don't deserve children. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit.
I agree. Like, if you adopt a child, that is now your child. You know what I mean? That is not. No ifs,
to
ands,
all
or
of
buts.
the family members getting upset, being like, "Oh, you ruined the wedding" or whatever. The dad, doesn't seem to give a shit about this kid. So why should the kid give a shit about his dad? From what it read like in the thing. Could you scroll up a little bit, Braden? I want to read.
Yes, chef.
A little bit of this. So what? So he got up and left while he was still giving his speech.
Yes.
It sounds like he just got up and started walking away.
Yeah, I don't think it's
which is not really making a scene.
It isn't, but you have to think at this point in the wedding, nobody's up.
Yeah, but you could get up for some reason. Like
maybe someone's gonna go to the bathroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. All these people getting upset and stuff. If you are being disrespected in front of your entire family, I don't care what day it is. I don't care who it is. If I was an adopted child and I went to my father's wedding and he mentioned all of these kids by name and didn't mention me once, what they were saying, like maybe an oversight, whatever, but multiple times, that's shitty. I would probably get up and leave too, or tell them they're a piece of shit later. And then finding out that this dad does not care about this kid at all and wants to give them up because they're not his actual kid, I would not feel bad for this person at all. You know, there could be a little bit of doubt in your head. Oh, maybe I was an asshole for leaving. The second the mom told me that,
I wouldn't
all the
feel
people
bad.
bitching at me about leaving the wedding, fuck those people. Those people can fuck off.
Yeah.
When you were reading this one, I was getting very pissed off.
I can feel it, brother. Like I can feel the heat coming in. Like,
this pissed me off.
It's it's like 27 degrees here.
Yeah.
It's now 30 in this room.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
No way. This kid is not an asshole at all. The dad is an asshole. The family is an asshole. Fuck that guy. Also, kind of fuck his siblings too, because like they're still going over and seeing their dad when like, and they're still like hanging out with their brother and shit like that, like their adopted brother. They're kind of piece of shit too.
It's one
to
of
a
those,
lesser extent.
To a lesser extent, because it's like they don't. It's kind of a hard stance to make right there for them. I feel like, for like at least the brothers and sisters, like the sisters, like the two youngest daughters, they're not gonna. Nothing's really gonna change there. But his siblings, yeah, I could see. You'd kind of hope that they'd be like, yeah, fuck dad and all that stuff. But unfortunately, like, they probably have a pretty solid relationship. So like they probably are it's gonna be one of those things where they're just friends with both.
Because their dad hasn't been outwardly cold to them their whole
that's
life,
what I mean, right?
Shout out to this kid's adopted mom though. She sounds like a fucking angel coming and picking him up, just saying no questions asked. I need you to get me right now, and did it. Like, shout out to mom. Big shout out to mom.
Hindle in the chat. Personally, I understand being upset, but it's a wedding. It's not cool to make a scene on someone's special day, bitch about it the day after, and like
disagree.
And that's totally fair. And I do see both perspectives, because at least it's like if you're there, like, wait till the speech is over, then you could just get up and leave, right? You could, like, in the terms of timing, and then he could have been like, hey, I just need you to come get me. I think the timing was poor, and I like in the wedding. Don't get me wrong. I do completely agree with you, Aaron. Like, I think this guy was a jerk, especially to, like, just because you have an adopted kid does not make it not your kid. Yeah,
I mean, you could have done it more low key, but that would have been hiding your emotions. Yeah, which, but I mean, if the dude clearly made a display of not giving a fuck about their child, why give a fuck about their feelings?
Which is also fair, man. Which is also fair.
It's not like they got up and walked out. It's not like they got up and flipped the table and said, "Fuck you, I hope you die."
It's true.
It wasn't anything like that.
It's true. It's not like he said. He just where is it? But he said I stormed out of the wedding. I don't know if a stormed out means like he
got up and walked out like upset. Probably.
Yeah, probably upset. Like it was probably like a fast walk or something. Like fair enough. Nerd Geek in the chat. Not the asshole. This kid is being overlooked by a parent, someone who's supposed to love them unconditionally. This is a child, 16? You chose to give this child a home, give him your love. In no way is this child the asshole, wedding or not. And that's valid, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But Hindle followed up with, it would be different if they left quietly, but they clearly made a type of scene if multiple people followed them out. Also fair, right? Like the stormed, most people probably saw that, right?
Yeah, but again, people followed them, but he said his brother asked him if they were okay. So clearly they it's not like they got up and was like like they probably looked visibly upset. That's probably why they.
Oh, probably, right? And
so I don't think it was like, it's not like they were like, this will all show them by leaving. It was probably more like they were probably like on the verge of tears or were crying and probably walked out. Now, granted, I don't know. I wasn't there. But from the way this is being written, it sounds like they were very visibly upset.
Also
and
true.
Left the situation, because who knows if it could have been worse if they just stayed there. They wanted to remove themselves from the situation that was causing them grief. Like, I don't see that big of a problem. Who cares if it's a wedding? Grow up.
I think that's fair. In a regard, I do think he could it could have been timed just with like ending of the speech, and then you could just get up and leave and be like, oh, I just gotta go to the bathroom, right? Like, and then just go outside, call your mom, be like, I need you to come get me, and then just go. And then, I do think it's, but I am still leaning towards the way of like not the asshole, just because.
Yeah, no way.
If you, they've been his parents. Like it doesn't say when when he was adopted, but at least 7 years ago. At least 7 years. And I feel like 7 years of not caring about a kid is pretty rough, or at least.
So they divorced when they were 11.
So when his siblings were 11, or his
No, because he's 16 now, and 7 years ago they got divorced. So he was 9? Or wait,
9, yeah.
16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
Yeah, it would have been 9.
9, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how old they were, but when they got adopted.
Yeah, it's hard. It didn't really say, but regardless, I would imagine before the divorce, so it's probably like 7. We'll just say. A couple comments say he made it clear that you're not his kid, so act as such. It hits and it sucks, but I know the feelings that come with being adopted, as I am too. Kid, I'm sorry to say, but your asshole of a father doesn't care about you, and the only reason his family are mad is because you made it crystal clear how much of a piece of shit he is.
Yep, facts. Hung White Boy 25 is right.
White Boy. What a crazy fucking name. Hung White
so
Boy 25.
That is so sick.
You gotta make that your Epic Games name.
Who says it isn't already?
Trust me, I know it's not. You liar.
It would be Hung White Boy 69.
Nice. But yeah, man, I agree. Not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with not the asshole in the situation. I think.
Yeah, no way.
I'm trying to think of how would I react. And I don't know. I think actually, realistically, young me, young Koryzma, young Braden, would be pretty upset, but just sit there and do nothing, and wouldn't know what to do. And then, but like, I don't know. Current Braden, current Koryzma, would I don't know. Actually, I'd probably. Would I make I don't think I'd make a scene though. I don't think I'd make a scene. I think I'd just leave. But
yeah,
I would just try to like find a way to get out, and then just then just like dip like a potato in a dip, man. Like like I'm out.
What I don't get is if the dude didn't see this kid as his son, why'd you still invite him to the wedding? Probably to do that. Probably to do that shit.
Maybe not even to do that, but probably because like it'd be kind of fucked up if he didn't invite him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
I feel like that'd be even worse if he's like, you can come.
I mean, it's not much different.
Well,
because like they got all mad, being like, "Oh yeah, you shouldn't have left."
True.
But like the second he was picked up and left, I guarantee you they probably went and acted like nothing happened.
Yeah, Nerd says, I fear if this kid brought it up afterwards, the dad would have just dismissed him or minimized his feelings. That's more than likely why he got up and walked up mid-speech. It's very possible, too, right? It's very possible that
exactly.
Kid just was like, nope, that's game over.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'm going to go with not the asshole. So
yeah, not at all.
Not at all. Aaron?
Hung White Boy 25 is right.
Hung White Boy 25. I love that so much, dude. So what'd you think, man? What was your favorite story?
Oh man, I don't know if I have a favorite one. There was a lot of fucking terrible people in this one, but like I like the pee in the bed one. That was pretty fun.
Pee in the bed one? That is a good time.
Kicking it off with peeing the bed and jerking off, I think, was a pretty good start.
Some of the stories, like you read the titles, you're like, there's no way, right? Like some of them you read like these got to be fake. But like at the same time,
kind of pissed me off.
But at the same time, I'll theorize hell. We'll say that this shit's real just for the sake of the show.
Yeah.
Just because for candid, just for whatever you want. That shit's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
And so I fuck with it. But Aaron, every guest we bring on the show, we curate a game to our guests, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a man who loves Ghostbusters, a man who loves wrestling, a man who loves choking his chicken, Well, no, I'm just kidding about that. All of it. No, I'm just kidding. But, Aaron.
Yes.
I hope you are ready to play Aaron's Big Summer Slam.
Whoa!
Actual picture of Aaron right there. That was last week.
Yeah, that's me.
Actually, give me 1 second here. Okay. Oh, sure.
I'm the tribal chief.
That's right. Actually, I need to do this for 1 second. Gotta stop sharing. It did stupid things, and I just wanted it to like this. Aaron.
No, I had to clean it up a little bit.
Hey, let's get this and there. Okay, so Aaron, what this game is about, brother, is you're gonna listen to this, and they're gonna be the entrance songs to these wrestlers. I want you to tell me what these. Who these wrestlers are? I want to know. So because I know you, like, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, anytime you'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's this guy." Oh yeah, it's this guy. No problem. And now, just so
I feel like there's a good amount of these that I could get, but who knows? You might pull one that I might not know.
Now, to be clear, these are from WWE and AEW.
Oh,
nobody
man,
else.
Okay. AEW I think is gonna get me because I'm not as familiar with AEW, but I'm willing to try either way.
And because I had rumor has it, from my sources that you guys have been doing a lot of AEWs recently.
We've been watching some AEW recently, and it was fucking crazy. We watched, I think it was All Out. I think it was a couple months ago, and there was a Texas death match. Somebody was stabbing a dude in the head with a fork. It was fucking crazy.
Oh,
He was bleeding there. It was nuts. There's broken glass involved. Shit was crazy. There's a bed of nails. Fucking
gosh dang.
Psycho shit, man. It was crazy.
Now there's going to be 3 sections. There's going to be a 1 second, a 3, and a 6.
Okay.
So we can listen. If you want to listen to a section a couple times, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have an idea, then just let me know. But we'll make some magic happen. So are you ready, buddy?
I'm ready.
All right. And also, if you can't hear it, let me know.
Okay.
So here we go. Our first. Did you hear that?
I did not hear that.
You did not hear that. Okay.
I did not.
Here, actually, it might be easier. What I'll do is I will just share it to you in Discord.
Okay.
Because I think that might be easy. Okay. Let me know when you're watching, and I'll play it again.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay. I know that one. That one is the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
Want to lock that in?
Yes, sir.
All right, so now.
Dun, 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 dun. Brock Lesnar, baby.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do with the video? I'm just going to stop sharing there. Now, why? There we go. And then this will be the 3, but you're locking it in. You're ready. You're feeling good.
Yeah.
And Aaron, let me tell you, it is the man, the myth, the Brock Lesnar.
The Beast.
Easy. Dude. Didn't they just bring that guy back?
He made his return at SummerSlam last weekend, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your next one?
Yeah, hit me. I could barely hear that one. Hit me again.
You might have to turn it up the stream.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's already maxed out on my end.
Okay, give me it one more time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know if this is actually used for a wrestler, but this is definitely a Paramore song.
Okay.
Ready for let me try and think what it is. I think I think this is Born for This by Paramore, but I don't know if this was used for a wrestler. If it was, it's definitely not WWE.
Okay. You want to hear the 3-second snippet?
Yeah, hit me with it. This is definitely a Paramore song. I know it's Paramore. It's Born for This. I know that. But I don't know if a wrestler used it.
Okay.
Now I know, Braden, with you not being a wrestling fan, I feel like there could also be margin of error here. But I'm gonna lock in that it's Paramore, Born for This. But as far as the wrestler, I don't know. So I'll lose points for that.
And like, here's the thing: is I tried to YouTube every one. I tried to do everything, but the answer, Aaron, you have an answer, or that's it.
For a wrestler, no, I do not.
It's Zoe Sager.
I have no clue who that is.
She is she's an AEW wrestler from Canada.
Okay. Interesting. Was this her AEW theme, or was this when she was on like the Independents?
I couldn't tell you. I just would look it up wrestlers, and that would be like theme, and this is what.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting.
Your next one.
Okay, I know this one.
Oh yeah.
This is freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy from AEW. And the whole gimmick with him is he's just like a I don't care dude, and he does a thumbs up like that. He basically Paul Rudd's character in Wet Hot American Summer. Orange Cassidy's character is based off of.
Oh, interesting.
His shit's great because like he'll kick people, but he like has his hands in his pockets and he barely kicks you, but the crowd acts like it's some like crazy big kick.
Dude, I love that. It's awesome.
Very fun, yeah.
So you want to log in Orange Cassidy?
That's freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Absolutely, and he's wearing a denim jacket and shit all the time. Where's my mind? AEW gets a lot of licensed songs.
Okay. Sir, you'd be right. Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, that's Orange Cassidy, baby.
Honestly, dude, easy, dude. My favorite part is there's either ones you're like, I got no idea, or like in the first second you're like, that's it, dude. That's fucking it.
So that's a big thing with wrestling themes, right? Is like you want the crowd to react the second the music hits. That's why, like, you know, you'll get like with Brock Lesnar, you have that big like you want the crowd to react right away.
Well, look at the John Cena one.
Right, exactly. Or one that I'm willing to bet that you have on here that starts with glass breaking. So you never know.
Fuck. Oh my god. Yes, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Your next one.
This is my... That is Rhea Ripley, aka Mommy. That's Rhea Ripley. This is my brutality done by her favorite band, Motionless in White, who played her to the ring at WrestleMania last year.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah. This is my brutality!
And then boom, dude.
This is my...
Rhea
Ripley, everyone's wife's favorite wrestler.
Dude, for real. Dude, she a baddie, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can't deny that.
And an Aussie.
Oh, really? That's dope.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dude, 3 for 4 right now.
She's also a big nerd. So one year at WrestleMania years ago, she had Vegeta themed gear. Like it was like blue and gold and white and shit. It was awesome.
That's awesome. You ready for this next one, baby?
Yeah, hit me, brother. Dude, I might have it off that. Hang on, hit me again.
Dude,
that sounds so familiar, but it could be any number of people.
Do you want the 3 seconds?
Hit me again. No, hit me with the one again. Oh, I feel like I want to shoot out a guess on that, but hit me with the longer one. Samoa Joe.
You locking that in?
Yes, lock it in.
Here's the 6 second for if you're curious.
Yep. Samoa Joe is a big Godzilla guy. Like he loves the Godzilla theme, so that's kind of what it's based off of. WWE, when he was in WWE, he had a similar theme to that. Hey, I have that belt that he's holding.
Oh, that's
I had
dope.
that belt somewhere.
Samoa Joe is who The Rock wishes he was. You know what I mean?
Dude, I wish I was Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe rules.
Dude, he looks like a badass.
Dude,
bro.
one of the best moves in wrestling ever is when somebody jumps off the top turnbuckle and he just goes, and just walks away, and they like are like, what the fuck? And they land on the ground.
That's awesome.
He's the best. If you guys watch Twisted Metal on Peacock, Samoa Joe plays Sweet Tooth in that show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I think he's also in the newest Yakuza game.
But he's not voiced by Samoa Joe,
No,
right?
he's not voiced by Samoa Joe.
It's like Will Arnett or something.
It's Will Arnett, yeah. I don't know if he is in the second season.
Okay.
But in the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game, Samoa Joe voices King Shark in that game.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Your next
Samoa Joe
one.
rules. He's awesome, dude. Sheamus.
You know, lock that in.
Sheamus. Yeah, lock it in. It's a shameful thing, lobster head.
Lobster. Dude, this guy is just locked in.
Why you believe them?
Sheamus.
Yeah, fucking Sheamus.
Bro, and I was trying to get like specific ones like that weren't like the classics, you know?
No, yeah, for sure.
Because like
that Joe one was good because that's Joe's AEW theme that you played.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's good that you like. You see, this is what I'm talking about. You have this knowledge. You're passionate. You're like this.
Yeah.
Like you can see that you're fucking just like my favorite part is like you're like, oh, hang on. You get closer to the screen like you're gonna hear it better. And that's my favorite. I love the lock.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing that because I'm wearing headphones.
That's what I mean. That you're just like shit.
Let me hear it again. Yeah, I just literally that's on my ears. I just turned it up myself. Sheamus was in one of the Ninja Turtles movies. I can't remember if he played Bebop or Rocksteady. Rocksteady, because he was the Rhino.
Like the Michael Bay ones.
Well, Michael Bay produced them, but yeah, he was in the sequel.
Gotcha. Okay.
He played the Rhino guy.
It's dope. Here's your next
Sheamus
one.
is cool. Sheamus fucking does banger wrestling matches all the time.
That's cool.
That's Asuka.
Want to lock that in?
Lock it in, baby. Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. This is a banger theme, dude.
Dude, I was listening to this shit. I was like, bro, this shit slaps.
Yeah, man.
And Aaron, you would be right. It is Asuka.
Yeah,
bro. I was looking at like her history of like kind of like her player card of like WWE. Mm-hmm. She went from like pretty generic like wrestling to just like has this whole makeup on it. And I was like, this is dope.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, great
matches all the
She's
time.
also been in for a long time. Like, she is like a legend in that regard.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Your next one.
Nardi, absolutely right. Underused. Oh, dude, this is my Olympic hero, Kurt Angle, baby.
Kurt Angle.
You suck. You suck. Also, this theme, I'm locking in Kurt Angle, but if you have information that says it was the Patriot, then that works too, because technically that theme has been used by a couple of people over the years, but it's mostly associated with Kurt Angle.
Gotcha. And you'd be right, sir.
Also, Kurt Angle, fucking one of the goats. One of the
dude. I almost put
the
meme as the pick. Like that fucking like when he's like,
meme, yeah.
I was this close to you just fucking having him look at.
Plus,
you
also like the like main part, the da 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 of Kurt's theme, like was great because at one time Edge was going, "You suck, you suck," and so the crowd did that for the rest of Kurt's career. And whenever he would come out, they'd do it.
That's awesome.
And it's kind of like how when Cena comes out now and everyone goes, "John Cena sucks." Like they do it as a term of endearment, but like because we all know Kurt and John don't suck, but like
yeah, absolutely.
Kurt's one of the fucking guts. You got a picture of him with hair, man. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy, dude? I found that photo.
That's so
like,
crazy.
Like I don't even know if I've ever seen this guy with hair. It's like when you see, it's like seeing like Bruce Willis. You know what I mean? Like there's a guy that you've always Die Hard. Like the first Die Hard, he has hair.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. Same with like Sam Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Kurt Angle. I'm pretty sure still the only Olympic gold medalist in WWE history. He won it for wrestling, like standard wrestling, and he won his gold medal with a broken neck. His neck was broken when he won.
That's
his gold
fucking
medal,
crazy.
which is nuts.
You know what? Actually,
shout out to Kurt.
That Who's
He's the fucking man.
Fuck, I had something in my head and it's gone now.
Broken freaking neck.
Broken freaking neck. It was. Nope, it's gone.
Damn. Shout out to Perk Angle. We call him Peak Angle now. Wiggles.
Oh, man.
He was fighting demons then, but he was also doing fucking crazy shit in TNA, like doing front flips off the stage. So, shout out Kurt Angle. He's fucking awesome. And I think he's also John Bernthal's, like, his uncle by marriage or something like that. Like, I know they're related somehow.
Okay.
But, yeah. Fucking crazy. The Punisher and Kurt Angle are related.
Interesting. Your next one, buddy.
Spy Kids. You should see some other wrestlers. Ooh, you gotta hit me with... Yeah, I don't know this one. You
want the longer one?
Yeah, hit me. Oh, I might need the 6-second one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
Want one more?
There's a wolf involved. Yeah, hit me one more time. Yeah, I don't know this one. So I'm thinking Lone Wolf. Can I ask if it's WWE or AEW?
I believe it's AEW. Let me check. Check. I did just where is it? Nope, not that one. Okay. Oh, wait, that was it. Right.
That doesn't sound familiar at all.
Scroll down here.
My guess is it's probably AEW.
I'm scrolling. Yes, sir. It is AEW.
Then I'm gonna say I don't know that one.
You're gonna say you don't know? Okay.
Yeah, no idea.
Okay, and the answer is, my brother, it's Rush El Toro Blanco.
Yeah, no, I'm not really familiar.
A luchador guy.
Is that the okay. So he's got the Ring of Honor World Championship there. I wonder if he's related to the Beast Mortos somehow. Because the Beast Mortos is some dude who comes out and wrestles in like a big boar head.
Oh, really?
Which is fucking it's fucking sweet. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with Rush El Toro Blanco. Interesting. Okay, he looks cool. I like the horns on his mask.
Dude, the horns are dope. I hope he uses them. Dude,
Brayden, have you seen Mr. Iguana?
No.
Dude, Mr. Iguana is sick. He comes out and he's got his face painted all green and black, and he has like this iguana puppet named Layeska, and he's doing like tricks with her and shit like that. Dude, Mr. Iguana rocks. He's great. Dude, tag teaming with some dude called Psycho Clown. That guy's cool too.
The Jeff Dunham of fucking WWE.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Our next one.
Oh man, that was short. Hit me again. Give me the longer one. Okay, give me the full long one. Yeah, I have no idea.
You want to take a shot, or you just want the answer?
No, I have no idea.
All right,
it's like AEW or maybe like WWE NXT.
The answer.
I have no idea.
It's Julia Hart.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's AEW. I'm not as familiar with her music.
That's fair.
Cool.
Yeah, and I
think
that might have been it. Let's check that.
Okay.
And that was our last one. Honestly, 7 out of 10. That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah. Considering the ones I didn't know were AEW, which I'm not as well versed in.
And that's totally fair, dude. Honestly, and like, dude, every other one you had it in 1 second. You're like,
yeah, if it was WWE, like I think there's a good chance I could probably get a good amount of them.
okay.
I'm surprised you didn't put the most obvious one of all time in there.
Damn it. Dude, and you know what's so funny? I didn't want to put the obvious ones, right? Like,
yeah, like the Rocks, where it starts with "If you smell,"
and like even as a guy who doesn't watch wrestling, I know like these
softballs. Who's this? If you smell what the Rock is cooking,
I honestly
time to play the game.
It's time to play the game.
Time to play the game,
dude. I almost had that one. That was fuck's his name?
Hang on, I got that somewhere. Big Daddy Mark, Triple H.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
It's time to play the game.
It's time to play the game.
Time to play the game.
Bro, and that guy got famous off shit like that.
That's gonna be how we start the trivia night.
Yeah, dude.
Man, that is nuts.
Oh,
Shout out Big Daddy Mark.
Shout out Big Daddy Mark, dude. But yeah, that was Aaron's Summer Slam. What'd you think, man?
Oh, great. Always a fun game.
Yeah, dude.
Always a fun game guessing stuff like that.
Yeah, I always like it because I just want to put people's knowledge to the test, man.
Yeah.
You know, because I know, and like, I felt like, you know, I originally was like Ghostbusters. That was my first thought. I was like, no, wait. I've been watching you watch wrestling for like the last 6 months straight. Haven't missed a Monday Night Raw. Haven't missed a Summer fucking Slam. You know, you just watched freaking somebody and Logan Paul get. Oh, they were doing like Cena and Rhodes
at SummerSlam. Yeah, and Drew McIntyre had a match against Randy Orton and Jelly Roll.
Yeah, isn't that freaking?
I just saw Jelly Roll.
All I see is a clip of Jelly Roll just laying on a table and Logan Paul just being like, "You're cooked, buddy."
Dude, and the crazy part about that is Logan Paul was wearing like camera glasses, so he has a shot from his perspective jumping off the turnbuckle.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's somewhere on social media, but it's fucking nuts. And also, I love because Jelly Roll did like an interview after that match, and he's like, "Yeah, I told Triple H that I want to lose because like, they always have the celebrities come in and win. Then if I lose, then that leaves the door open for me to come back and do more because business ain't finished." I'm like, oh shit, that's really smart. Actually. He can just come back and keep doing more shit. That's awesome.
That's fantastic. That's smart. That's genius shit right there.
Yeah, bro.
But Aaron, thank you so much for coming on this show, man. I hope you had a good time.
Absolutely, dude.
I had an absolute blast. I love spending time with you, and I cannot wait to see you this fall. But Aaron, for the people, when they want to know where you're at, where do they find you?
You can find me on practically every piece of social media at Aaronroots427. On YouTube, you can look up my name. You'll probably find me there. But, you know, watch my stuff, like and subscribe, and if you don't, I'll beat your ass. And that's the bottom line, because Aaron said so.
And that's the bottom line. And that's
the bottom line.
Dude, I kind of wish it'd be so funny if you fucking had like 2 like chocolate milks, boom, and just
my god, bro, root beers, yeah,
it would have been fucking sick.
Oh my god, that's what we're doing at TwitchCon, bro.
Absolutely, dude.
Hitting them together,
fizzing them up, fizzing with the boys. Are you kidding me? For those, if you want to check out the show and you missed it live, you can go watch over on youtube.com/@bcharisma or @charisma. And you can also listen to it on Spotify at Spotify Takes With Koryzma. But if you want to watch live, you can come hang out here over on twitch.tv/charisma. We post this schedule in the Discord, so if you guys want to come by, or just come bug me on stream, I will let you know. But if you want to check out the other stuff, other content, that's where you can find me. Anywhere is at @bcharisma or @charisma, depending on if they allowed me to get the charisma, because some son of a bitch has it and they won't give it to me.
I hate them.
But regardless, thank you guys all for listening. And if you watch to the end of the show, who's your favorite wrestler? Do you watch wrestling? Let us know in the comments below. And I hope you all had an amazing night. And thank you guys all for hanging out. And until next time. We'll see you on Takes with